On this edition of Shelby This Week, elected officials and business leaders gathered in one place to hear just how Macomb County is doing economically and how we can look forward to the future growth. And winter may still be going strong, but construction workers will be back on the job this month, continuing the $60 million project on Hall Road. Find out the details you need to know about the roadwork timeline. We have all this and much more coming up on Shelby This Week. Macomb County was presented with some rave reviews. The annual economic forecast brought together elected officials and members of the business community in Macomb County. The event was sponsored by Wayne State University, and the review was done by a portfolio manager at ANCRA, David Sowerby. It discussed where Macomb County stands economically and where we can expect the county to go in 2018. Sowerby believes the success of the business community will continue to do well in the next several years. However, he does see a recession happening. Macomb County is in a better place than they've been in quite a while, and based on what he sees, he does not see it completely killing off any economic expansion. During the overview, Sowerby discussed how the economy has helped in the auto industry as well. Also discussed was the fact Macomb County's income growth is higher than the state and national averages. Job growth here is also higher than the national average. Overall, Sowerby expects Macomb County to continue to prosper. Michigan is one of the hardest hit states in the country with the opioid epidemic, and right at the center of the crisis is Macomb County. That's according to Macomb County Medical Examiner Dr. Daniel Spitz. A town hall meeting at Van Dyke Community Auditorium brought together law enforcement officials, County Executive Mark Hackel, and organizations in the area hoping to help people from this epidemic. Statistics show in 2016 there were 64,000 drug overdoses in the U.S. Dr. Spitz said the youngest victim Macomb County has seen was 16 years old, and the oldest victim to the epidemic was 92 years old. The event was sponsored by the Drug Enforcement Administration of the United States Department of Justice. It's not long until we see the orange construction barrels make their way back to Hall Road for more construction. According to MDOT, Phase 2 of the project will begin this month. Workers will begin installation of underground utility and electrical work for temporary traffic signals. Crews will begin work from Garfield Road to Romeo Plank, and they'll do a variety of things, like replace concrete, asphalt, improve drainage, upgrade ramps to be compliant with the American Disabilities Act, and install new sidewalks. The $60 million project divided the 3.7-mile stretch into two phases. The first section was completed in October of 2017, and this next phase is scheduled to be completed in September of 2018. The sixth president of Macomb County Community College spoke to a crowd of people in his inaugural address. The official address took place at the John Lewis Student Community Center. Dr. James O. Sawyer IV was welcomed by community members, alumni, students, and faculty. The new president took over after Jim Jacobs, who served the college since 2008, retired. President Sawyer officially took office on July 1st of last year. He's been at Macomb Community College for 15 years, holding various positions. Coming up, Fire Station number 5 added a little bit of color to their walls with the help of some local high school students. And one student at Eisenhower High School studied hard and was able to get a perfect score on a big test. And a hockey player stopped by Meyer right here in Shelby Township to meet with fans. Stay with us because we have much more coming up on Shelby This Week.
I would like to take a moment to share some fire safety tips for pet owners.
Remember, your pet can be curious, and curiosity can definitely start a fire.
Pets may bump into or knock over a variety of things, such as cooking equipment, lamps, candles.
As a reminder, do not leave any of these items unattended with your pet alone in the room.
Some pets like to chew. Please make sure that your pets don't chew on any electrical cords. If you do have a fire in your home, get out and stay out. Let the firefighters know when they get there that you have a pet inside your home.
The newly built Fire Station number 5 added some color to their walls with the help of local high school students. Our Stacy Sansatera has more.
It's a brand new station, so when you have a brand new station, you're starting from scratch. So you want to try to make the station have as much character as possible, and that's something that we have to do from the inside.
Members of the Shelby Township Fire Department have been happy with the new Fire Station number 5, located on Shaner, south of 21 Mile Road. And like most everything else, there is always room for improvement. In this case, it was a big empty wall in the truck bay and the idea for a mural.
The idea from our mural actually came from our captain that runs out of the station, Matt Reaper. When the shifts were decided on which guys were going to be here, he kind of sat down with the guys, threw out the idea, what do you think about having a mural?
And with that simple question, the ideas started rolling in.
We wanted a few things that we thought were really important for the mural. One was the American flag, another was a shamrock, some type of Maltese cross. Eric Carpenter was a firefighter who passed away back in 2009. He had a medical condition that kind of came up pretty quick. Doctors never saw it coming. Left behind 3 kids and a wife. After that incident, he was an Irish guy. And so they took the shamrock, incorporated his number, and that was kind of his memory piece that guys will carry and share with them throughout.
And with all these creative ideas and the desire to memorialize one of their own, the idea was brought to Utica High School.
I was extremely excited. I thought, okay, this is an amazing opportunity that I can have with the rest of our National Art Honor Society kids. I'm going to do something that I'm sure that they'll enjoy, and I took in all the considerations, like if they wanted the flag or the fire and the number, and I just created something that I knew that would work and easily flow in order for them to be happy and excited about it.
They presented us with a piece of art, and it looked amazing, and then it was just a matter of putting the paint on the wall.
And along with putting the paint on the wall, there was an unexpected lesson along the way.
It's just one of those things where, you know, everyone will see a fire truck driving down the road, lights, sirens, doesn't matter, they'll see an ambulance, and I don't think people really have an understanding of what we do or how we operate.
We learned a lot about their jobs and just the way that they do things, and it was really interesting because you're never inside of here, you just see them out on the street, so it was really nice to talk to them and learn about their lives, I guess, a little bit.
It was an outstanding experience, being able to see what they go through every day, being able to see how they do their job, how we have to do our job, you know, the differences between the two. And then it was just amazing working with a bunch of different creative other students, and it was just awesome.
And working with a bunch of creative students produced a mural that everyone could be proud of.
What the mural ended up turning out is you have a Maltese cross, and at the bottom of the Maltese cross, it starts the stem of the shamrock, and the shamrock turns into basically an American flag background. And in the center of the Maltese cross, you'll have number 5.
I really love the fire that's wrapping up around his number. I feel like it's very pretty. I love the warm colors. And
I feel that it's just an amazing thing that has happened to me in my life, because I know that the person who this mural was for worked very, very hard. Although that I didn't know him, I know that he was just an amazing person, and you know, we wanted this to be an amazing thing for him.
A fantastic way to remember an amazing man and fellow colleague that meant so much to our Shelby Township Fire Department. Kudos to the Utica High School National Arts Honor Society on a job well done. For Shelby This Week, I'm Stacy Sansatera.
There are 660 students in the Eisenhower graduating class, but only one student beat the odds. Our Courtney Bennett has more on how this student accomplished a perfect score.
Show people in case something happens, and I'm like, I'm not crazy, it was you.
Eisenhower High School senior Katie Proffitt is the only student at Ike to get a perfect score on the ACT. And through her hard work, she was able to accomplish this big feat.
I was so excited. I kind of had it in the back of my mind, like maybe I'll end up getting it, but I wasn't super, like I wasn't holding out for it. When I took the test the first time, I got a 35. And I was like, I am so close. I can do this if I just put in some more work. And so then I retested in September and I got the 36, and I was like over the moon. I couldn't believe that I actually like pulled it off. I had like other people check like, is this a 36? Like, am I just dreaming or something? But it was incredible. It's always hard to kind of find where you fit, and you always want to be different. And so I think that having this as something that I worked hard for and that I earned, that's just something incredibly special.
Katie credits her accomplishments to her education, having grown up in the UCS school system.
I definitely feel like being in UCS and having the different teachers that have helped me and guide me along the way, I think, it starts from when you're little. You grow up with, elementary school, junior high. I've developed a lot of different study skills and just different methods that have really helped me, stay diligent in my work, stay focused. And but I've also had like a bunch of fun, and I think that's what's really important is, enjoying yourself, and that'll really help you develop your passions and figure out what it is that you want to do with your life. It's always super important, to work hard and to feel that you've done the best that you're capable of doing. Obviously, I want to show my strengths and I want to submit to colleges, the best of me. But I think a lot of it was more just for me personally, proving to myself that, I can do this and I can, get the top score. I think that was more of the motivation than anything, was just proving to myself that this is something that I'm capable of moving forward.
With graduation on the horizon, Katie plans to continue her education and major in mechanical engineering at either Lawrence Tech or the University of Michigan. For Shelby This Week, I'm Courtney Bennett.
Schools from across Macomb County honored various scholar students in the subject of art. The ceremony was held at Macomb Community College and brought together excellent students from Utica Community Schools and other districts.
Art is all about expressing yourself. Here at Macomb Community College at the Art and Writing Awards, they honor students that are very passionate about their art.
I feel extremely honored to be able to rant and rave about how wonderful they are and their journeys, their future journeys about being, even honorable mentions, let alone gold key recipients.
Keynote speaker Sydney Janes became an artist at just the young age of 3. And speaking of young, 10th grader Melissa Whipple and 8th grader Macy are very happy to receive awards this year.
I love art, and so just to get recognized for what I do is great.
I feel honored because I just took them. I was like, oh, this will do, and I never thought they would actually get an award for them.
In her 5th year, senior Emma Heydrich is very happy to receive even more awards.
This year I got a gold key for my portfolio, so that's a big deal because it's a group of pieces, not just one, and last year I won a national medal. So,
if you are an artist or would like to be one, here are a few guidelines to follow.
Just be yourself and don't let others influence how you do your art, and just be yourself when you're drawing or painting or anything else you want to do.
Create every day, even if it's in the sand, even if it's in snow, create every day. And even when you feel like you failed, there are always successes that come from out of every failure.
I'm Robert Gambrell. Shelby This Week.
While the actual Relay for Life walk won't be for another few months, the organization here in Shelby Township is hard at work preparing for the event. They will host their 3rd annual Craft and Vendor Show at Penna's in Sterling Heights. The event is free to the public, and there will be vendors from Tupperware, Essential Oils, 31, and LuLaRoe. While people are checking out the items for sale, representatives from the Relay for Life of Greater Shelby Township will be on hand talking to guests on how they can start a team and raise money for the American Cancer Society. The event will be on Saturday, February 17th from 9 a.m. to 1 p.m. For more information, visit relayforlife.org/Shelby Township MI, or you can call 810-217-1484. One Detroit Red Wing hockey player made his way to Shelby Township's Meijer for a very good reason. Here's our Kyle Warsbach with more.
Despite the snow, Red Wings fans young and old came out to meet Luke Witkowski at Meijer on Hall Road. The newcomer to the team talked about why his first autograph signing as a Red Wing was so special.
Even just signing here in a Meijer, it's pretty humbling because I grew up shopping with my mom at Meijer. My mom still shops at Meijer, and to see all these fans in Red Wings gear that are coming for an autograph for me is pretty special.
The Holland, Michigan native and Western Michigan alum was acquired by the Red Wings last offseason after being in the Tampa Bay organization for 9 years. Luke explains what helped him make the decision to go back to Michigan and join the Red Wings.
See friends and family. Not being down in Florida or in New York, I didn't see a lot of family most of the year, so to be back in the state of Michigan and see them, it's nice. And you never know if the opportunity to play for your home state team is going to come around again, so I took it.
Luke joins a legacy of Detroit players who has entertained fans with exciting checks and fights, but he strives to contribute in other ways as well.
Yeah, I mean, I'd like to think I finish my checks when I get a chance, and fights are going to come with that every once in a while, but I'd like to try and chip in with some points once in a while, and hopefully I'll get some more ice time, and hopefully I'll earn that.
If you missed Luke's autograph signing, more signings are scheduled in the next few months with him and Anthony Mantha at various Meijer locations across Metro Detroit. For Shelby This Week, I'm Kyle Warzebach.
To find out more information about upcoming signings at various Meijer locations in Metro Detroit, you can visit the website on your screen. Coming up, one local restaurant is giving back to an organization and offering heart-shaped pizzas just in time to celebrate Valentine's Day. We have all the details on where you can pick up a slice. And Fat Tuesday is right around the corner, and one Polish tradition is making its way to a local bakery. We'll tell you where you can pick up that one dessert.
There's a shelter pet who wants to meet you. Meet one today. Visit theshelterpetproject.org. Adopt.
One local restaurant will begin selling a unique shaped pizza to celebrate a certain holiday coming up. And all of the proceeds from the sale benefit an organization helping kids. Our Courtney Bennett has more.
With Valentine's Day right around the corner, Boston's restaurant right here in Shelby Township has a way for guests to come in and enjoy their annual heart-shaped pizza.
This is the ultimate pepperoni pizza.
So Boston's has always tried to partner with local communities and organizations that benefit kids in the communities.
And this year, Boston's has partnered with NoKidHungry.org. No Kid Hungry has raised their voices to end childhood hunger by making sure kids are able to get the food they need every day.
And really try to help underprivileged communities in like shopping and discounts and that kind of stuff to help kid nutrition.
And you can help too.
Guests who come in and order a heart-shaped pizza, which is available in smalls, mediums, and larges. $1 for every pizza that we sell goes to No Kid Hungry and the Boston Pizza Foundation.
And this year the challenge is on, since the goal is to beat the $7,000 raised last year.
So we're hoping for a big boost over the next 2 weeks, but we'd like to match last year.
For Shelby This Week, I'm Courtney Bennett.
Be sure to get your heart-shaped pizza February 9th through the 14th. A portion of the pizza sales will go towards No Kid Hungry. Fat Tuesday is right around the corner, and that means one thing. Punchkis will soon fill the shelves of bakeries right here in Shelby Township. The Polish donut has a history, and our Robert Gambrell caught up with one local bakery who sells the pastry every year.
On February 13th is Fat Tuesday, and at Militello's Bakery, they celebrate Fat Tuesday the same day as Punchki Day, but they add a little Italian twist to it.
We have original punchkis here that we make right from scratch.
Gasper Militello has owned Militello's Bakery for 37 years. He has multiple flavors of punchkis you can choose from.
Apple, buttercream, custard chocolate, strawberry, raspberry, and last but not least, puncatello.
That last one, he said puncatello. What is that? Well, Gasper wanted to combine the Italian and Polish cultures to make one punchki.
Why not to make the best of both worlds and have Italian and Polish, so we came up with the puncatello. It's a punchki filled with cannoli cream.
Militello's Bakery has a huge turnout every year on Punchki Day.
We probably open up around 5 o'clock in the morning, so we open a couple hours earlier on Punchki Day. It is literally wall-to-wall people the whole day.
Right when you walk into the doors of Militello's Bakery, the atmosphere is unbelievable.
We have polka music playing. We've had people dancing like right out here in the front of the store, and everybody's like in a great mood, and we try to make it a little better. Here you go, Robert.
Thank you. So on Fat Tuesday, come on down to Militello's and indulge Punchki Day. I'm Robert Gambrell. Shelby This Week.
We We want to take a moment to remember a 2011 Utica High School graduate who died in the line of duty serving the community of Detroit. Glenn Doss Jr. was a Detroit police officer who died at Detroit Receiving Hospital after being shot while responding to a domestic violence call. From all of us here at Shelby TV, our thoughts and prayers are with Doss's family, and we thank him for his service protecting the city of Detroit.